Hi everyone, Renegade67 here with part 18 of Let's Play Phoenix Wright, East Just for All, Case 4 Blind. We're still on the first trial day, and it's part 18, holy crap. Anyways, last time, stuff. This time, more stuff. Let's do stuff. What was she starting to say just now? Oh, which is tall. Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. Oh. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. I'm sorry. It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. What? 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 Give me that photo. That would be what made it all wet. But there was a struggle. Why wouldn't the flower vase have been knocked over as well? Really? Is that really what you did? Flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? I don't know about that. This mess of glass shards? It was originally on top of the dresser. When I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Well, why did you withhold such an important piece of information? Because it's a lie. Because she's only saying this so that she doesn't have to admit that she's tampered with the crime scene more than she wants to admit. Clearly, that fell during the struggle that Juan clearly had with either Matt or the killer. I'm assuming the killer. Yeah. Or possibly Adrian, but I don't think so. I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess. Looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony. I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. Ooh, Edric doesn't like this. I was the one who knocked the flower vase over, where it fell onto the guitar case. I don't know about that. It seems like everything else would have fell over too. But I'm still not confident, so I'm gonna press. What kind of flower vase was it? It was a glass vase, and was fairly big and heavy. I thought I would try to take Juan's pulse. So I set the glass I was holding down on the dresser. And that's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase. That's odd. I thought she was always in total control of herself. That's what she would like people to think. Always be mindful of the gap between the perception and reality. Doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradictions in your testimony. When you really have that you the only thing, yeah, the only thing that changed was this new testimony. And honestly, it helps, but there's some water, but only on the top of the lid. Only on the top of the lid. She said when she came in, the guitar case was already open. Now, if you look at the... I keep forgetting which one the crime photo is. Yeah. Yeah, that... I was the one who knocked over where it fell into the guitar case. Boom, baby! You testified that you knocked the flower vase over. Is this correct? Yes. And are you sure it fell under the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? Ooh, you're cracking. It's not some problem. It's a major problem. It's true. The top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified the vase fell under the guitar case. However, if that were true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside. Yeah. That's very true. Unless the guitar case was closed when the vase fell over. As in during the crime. As in, who opened the case? Maybe she opened the case. But why? I don't know yet, but something's definitely bugging me about that guitar case. Furthermore, there's one other strange thing about this guitar case. And what is that? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor. What is wrong with that? If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shard should be inside, not outside the case. What is your point, Wright? The case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? Is that all? No. Think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say that she didn't touch the guitar case. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. Maybe something else was in that guitar case. Maybe a second nickel samurai costume. That's just a thought. I mean, how else would she get it? She actually took it off of him when he was sleeping? I mean, unless he was a really heavy sleeper or there really were sleeping pills, I doubt it. Maybe there were sleeping pills, I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. Anyways. That may very well be, however, empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case. An empty case has no relation to the case. It seems there is no deeper meaning to this guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case? Make her testify. The empty guitar case... I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. Ha! I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you. Yes, Phoenix loves reaching for straws, which is something I should come to realize one of these days. I just got too used to playing Edgeworth. I forgot he doesn't reach for straws. Can't believe I'm doing this either. Alright, I'll follow along for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case. Yes, Your Honor. Let her break. I'm not talking about the guitar case. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. Why? It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. Were you wearing gloves? If I remember correctly, there's Carter's fingerprints, you lying bitch. Even I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna ignore you completely. For the first time in a while, I'm 100% sure on this. It looks like this really wasn't very important. This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination. Using anyway to change the topic? A convenient escape for a weak man. Edgeworth is awesome. But, he doesn't realize the mistake, so he's kinda silly. If he does realize the mistake, then he's kinda silly. No. Okay, so, let's keep going. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. Okay, what statement should I do this on though? Let's just go to the beginning, see which... I suppose I must have opened the guitar case. I disagree. You're a liar face. There's no way you're the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear. Oh, words, Phoenix. Because the only fingerprints in this case were those of the victim. Wait a second, that does... Yeah, I guess Adrian didn't open it then. So what could have been inside him? Why did the victim open it? It must have been... Oh, my head just started to hurt. If the struggle was what knocked the vase over, and Corda would have been dead after the struggle, how the hell did he open the case after the... Oh... Does it bear any, like... I guess for the killer, opening a case without really wiping off the prints wouldn't be too hard? But why would he open the case? And if Corda... Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. Unless she was already in the Nickel Samurai costume. Although, why would she be... Oh, my head. Anyways. You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. What do you mean? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time? Okay, I'm sorry. Stop being stupid. Talk your way out of that then. There's Adrian's prints. Andrew's... Gosh. You can't contradict yourself like that. Well, I guess you can, but... Gloves? Why would you be wearing gloves at the time? It was the night of the award ceremony. So of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. Huh. Then why did you leave prints on the glass? Gosh. For someone who's so composed, you're kinda dumb. Although I guess this is kind of your true nature. As soon as something comes your way that you don't want, you make something up, even without thinking about previous facts that have been established. A true composed woman would take everything into account, and would make a better lie, although I'm grateful you're not very much composed. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness is wearing gloves. This is silly. You know, that lie. You were wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange? Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time? Yes! Yes, you bimbo! Your frickin' wine glass! I have your proof right here. This wine glass. The wine glass? You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange? That you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Okay, let's pretend those glass shards didn't just go somewhere crucial. Watch your step by the defendant stand, by the way. Order. Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time. What do you mean? I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here. Yeah, and I'm not sure how. Just an empty case. I wonder if it really was empty, though. But the guitar, the Wright guitar was at the studio. There was something in there. Yeah, don't think logical. Think crazy. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar. You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? Wait, that's not right either. I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. The witness was not wearing gloves, despite the fact that on the case... Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Usual. steer the court towards an unrelated topic, and lull us all into his misguided... No, Your Honor, please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it is wide open in this photo of the crime scene. So maybe you set the wine glass down, went back to a guard's room, took his costume, opened the case, and something? Some relation to the murder. If you are so sure, Wright, then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Haha! Enlighten us as to why that guitar case has anything to do with this murder. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts too. Can you do that, Mr. Wright? Well, let's suppose for a second that the Wright guitar was not the only thing that could have been in that case. The Wright guitar not being the one thing? You don't mean to suggest... God. So, you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty? Is that it, right? I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. How? Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet. Now then. Oh, thank God it doesn't take off much. Let's have it. What was inside the case at the time of the murder? Now then, let's have it. What was inside the case at the time of the murder? It wasn't a body, I think. Maybe the killer was in there? We don't know his profile yet. Okay, cross that off the list. It's my all-important badge. Not the Magatama. It's not the nickel... Maybe. Not the press conference ticket. It's not the radio transceiver. It's not Lotta's camera. It's not the magazine clipping. It's not the hotel guide map. The guitar case was not inside the guitar case, guys. Just saying. Not the wine glass. I don't think the crime photo would be the thing. I don't think it's the German Ninja's button. I don't think it's either the suicide reports. I don't see how the Juwan's autopsy report means anything. Or the knife. Or Lotta's photo. Ooh. Actually... Okay, I've come to a stalemate. It has something to do with the Nickel Samurai. It's either Lotta's photo or the Nickel Samurai thing. It makes more sense to say Lotta's photo, though. Because, well, I have plenty of health to go through this, so it's one or the other, in my mind, I'm pretty sure. If it's neither, shit. But I'll still have some health left after that, so... Lotta's photo. This is a photograph? Yes, but what is important is what is in that photo, Your Honor. In this picture? Doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... Inside that guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Wright, are you saying the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that? What insane point would be to wear the costume, of course? Miss Andrews put it on to hide the identity so she could make her escape. Interesting theory, Mr. Wright. After all, you couldn't let anyone else see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? Gah! Why is that? Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And a mold bag. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Darn you, Lotta, I hate it when you're helpful. Looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. Oh god. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Man on Guard's. Why would something of the defendant's be in the victim's room? Inside the guitar case of all places. True. That's a little baffling. Right? Court would like to hear your thoughts. Ha! Ha ha! What was this Nickel Samurai costume? Oh! Oh! They were gonna have the press conference without him, remember? Because he didn't know. According to him. So, if that was the case, they would have needed a spare costume. Maybe... I don't know who was gonna wear it. But either way, I think they needed a spare costume so the Nickel Samurai could do it so that... Because he wasn't there, because it was stolen from... No, it was a spare costume. Yeah. Mr. Guard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we were talking about was a spare one. What? Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? Dun dun dun. I live here. For now, it's going to 867 with part 18 of Let's Play Things Right, Ace Turns for all case for blind. Oh. Next time, still not your phrase, and yeah, intenseness, go.